As you know that today is Tuesday morning, as usual. Good morning. Myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatse from the Big R, together with Ntwentle, Jacob Selematsela. Ke wana Selematsela wona ke a o bolella ngwana mme le khosi le leholo, khosi for life. Khosi, how are you doing? Ngwana mme re kene ha monate ka pina masele.
Ai ntate ke tabile ba. Ke tloa ke tabile haholo ntate mme masele a thabisitse. Le ke ska lebala le makhosi ba thabisitse ntate.
Yes. Re tloa pele re mo pineng ya bona. Their song was vibrant. This is the Celtics that you know, always singing. And then I must thank Pule for sending us that song to us and show us how do they do it. Now, as we start, as you know, the Big R, I start on a very sad note. A friend of mine has lost his father. Tomorrow they are burying him in Soweto Diepkloof. So I think I'll be rushing there to go and assist him. His name is Vusilio. We come a long way. Vusilio is in the music industry, you know, and then he has been there in the lives of my son when my son was starting Frank Casino. So yeah, so you know, during these times is the time to support each other. And then, so condolences to Vusi. Those things do happen. Like I said, there are two realities in life, birth and death. So may his father, soul rest in peace. Jackie, how are you doing, my brother?
My brother, I'm very well, thanks, man. How are you doing today, buddy?
Yeah, you know, let's start here. You know, we started with the conferration or the confer of the doctor's degree, honorary doctor's degree on Mr. Motau. Remember?
That's correct.
And then I think one of the person, I think there are a lot of people whom I think we don't take pride as South Africans in them. One of those people is Mbongeni Ngema. Still remember Mbongeni Ngema?
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
guy who started Sarafina. I'll tell you why.
That's correct, yes.
Mbongeni is an international icon. But to me and you, Mbongeni is Brambongeni. He's older than us. So that one should not be forgotten.
Yes, yes.
And
absolutely.
You know, fortunate enough, I know him in person. I met Brambongeni via a friend of mine, Sbu Maloya. Sbu Maloya, I think at some point was with Sarafina. So he introduced me to Mbongeni Ngema. What a humble man. What a humble man. I met him during that time. He was still with Leleti and Sarafina was big. And guess what happened?
Yes.
Sbu wanted us to have a contract with him, you know, Sarafina concept, all right, and do it in a beauty contest form. And he gave us a contract. No strings attached. Very humble guy. Not only him, Leleti too. Very nice. Very nice. Now, I'm not saying this because of that. Now, if you look at the actors today or celebrities today, Mbongeni Ngema is at the center. You talk of Somizi, all right? You talk of Tumsani, who's playing Bodla in Isibaya. Whole lot of them, they are from Mbongeni Ngema's hands. And I remember when they were interviewing Tumsani, he said, you know, he was just in the dusty streets, they were dancing when Brambongeni approached him. So the guy has really contributed a lot. And that is the question that we are continuing to ask. And my understanding is South African universities, when they confer people with honorary doctorate, which people are being conferred, but probably, like we said the other day, probably we are not qualified enough because we don't know the criteria.
Absolutely.
All right? But yes. I'm not undermining other people that were given, like your Dr. Rebecca Malope, Dr. Winnie Mashaba. You know, I want to understand which people are being considered for that title,
yes.
for that honorary doctorate. And I'm still going to hammer it. Mr. Kaizer don't deserve it. You really deserve.
Maybe we need to contact one of these varsities, a few of them, just to understand their criteria.
No.
Especially,
I hope they will see this, and once they see this, then we can be informed what criteria is being used. And as I said, absolutely, if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong, Mr. Jomo Sono was honored outside South Africa. So that's a normality. If one of our own can be honored outside instead of inside. And you know what Dr. Jomo Sono has done to South African football.
Absolutely.
I'm happy. Absolutely. I'm happy that Dr. Mulemana was honored. So the people in the Free State University, they did an excellent job. That's it. That's it. So I don't want to go further. Now we ask these questions as probing questions so that people can think. I don't know whether you want to say something, Ntwentle.
I definitely agree with you. Let's keep on, posing these kind of questions because we need information. We need to understand what criteria are they using. Because you and I, we know plenty of people who deserve to be honored. I mean, I can mention a few of them. And let me not also forget you, yourself, as Mr. Big R himself. I mean, you and I know exactly the contributions that you've done in Tembisa. I was there with you in the schools. We were going up and down, I mean, motivating the matriculants. I remember our first year when we started at Zitikeni. We did motivations. We did all these other courses. We study skills. We showed them everything. And then all of a sudden, the results improved by 25%. And that was a very good contribution.
No,
So
Jakey.
all those things, no one knows about them.
No, Jakey, to be honest, people will think that I'm raising this because I don't want it. I'm fine as Mr. Fine as Mr.
I know.
No, that's not an issue. Now, let me not come to the picture. I think I'm a small boy, I'm a small fry in the big of things. Really, I'm a small fry, I'm honest.
I understand.
There are other people who contributed way beyond what I did. My contribution, it's
on that note, though.
Yeah.
Just to disturb a little bit. On that note, I'm saying it's good. Let's continue with the subject. Let's continue probing those questions further, and then we will be able to get information. Remember, once we get information, we'll be empowered. Not us only, but the entire country will be empowered, because no one who can just come and say, this is the criteria, until the powers may be, or whoever that knows that criteria can come and assist us.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to get that information.
I need to be honest, I'm not obsessed with those titles. Mr. Doctor, Prof. I'm not obsessed at all. I'll tell you one thing. One day I was interviewed on SABC. Then one day he said, Dr. Tshabalala. I said, no, I'm not doctor. She said, I've been interviewing doctors since this morning. And then I thought you are also a doctor. I said, no. She said, no, don't worry. One day I said, no, that's not an issue. I'm not even interested. For me, what is important is a contribution. I don't want the title. It's a contribution.
Absolutely.
And then really, so it must be confused. I'm asking really serious questions, people who really deserve. There are whole lot of people. And then today's question, apart from that one, is this one. When are we going to see? I once asked, while I was still with Arnold, when are we going to see VAR in our football?
You know what?
And I asked,
that's a very good one.
You know why I'm asking? The game, the game of Amazon. If you look that game in a replay, that is not a penalty. The foul happened outside the 18. And
I agree. I watched it even today.
I'm asking because I hear people say VAR is expensive, but I'm sure our league is the most richest league in Africa. I'm sure we can afford.
Absolutely.
If we cannot afford in all stadiums, but selected stadiums can afford. Particular stadiums.
Yes.
These are some of the questions that need to be answered going forward. Nevertheless, Tau, I don't know whether you want to say something on that one so that we move on to the next one.
Tau, you know what? I've had so many sentiments or comments from SAFA indicating that the system is expensive, the system is not suitable for our football, all those kind of stories. Meaning they will tell you, no, we will launch it next year, which was this 2020-2021 season. And my brother, I'm not surprised. SAFA is always promising anyway, but in terms of delivery, I don't even want to say anything about that. We're still looking forward, but let's live in having that hope. I hope that one day, definitely, we will have VAR because we need that one. It's needed. And I agree with you.
Is it SAFA who should implement it or the Premier Soccer League? Because I'm not sure whether is it the motherboard?
SAFA is the motherboard.
The Premier League.
Yes, SAFA is the motherboard.
Yeah,
so it must be the instruction should come from SAFA. And then the PSL, or the National Soccer League, is within the structure of the mother body. So everything should come via the mother body. That is the whole process.
Now,
that's how it works.
When SAFA comes with that instruction, I don't know whether they have resources as SAFA. And you know that the Premier Soccer League have resources. No one can deny that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yes. Well, these are some of the questions. We'll be always asking these questions as we observe. And hopefully people in the authorities, they will contact us and give us answers. We are not blaming. We are not saying anything. We want improvements. Remember, one of those R words is rebuild. And I'm sure Dr. Ivan Koza, Dr. Danny Jordan, they want to see improvement in our football. As I said, some of the innovation that Dr. Koza came up with in the Premier League, we can see the fruits, we can see the results now. You know, today when you look teams play with different players, you know, the old players, they've been phased out, even if they're there, but, you know, you see a lot, which shows that the MDC, which has been done by both the DSTV and the PSL under the guidance of Dr. Ivan Koza, shows that they're correct. When they're doing good things, we must commend. And then Dr. Koza, as I said, he said, this is the last 4 years, which I said it's a commendable thing. So he's starting to groom. Those are some of the things that, but those that we see that, no, yeah, they still like, we need to ask them. And whoever, anyone can contact us and leave us a message, and then let's get answers. Whether we get them direct or we get via media, we just want to see improvement. And then SAFA too, and we want to win the Africa Cup of Nations again. The 1996 should not be the last glory that we always pride ourselves with. But as a South African football, we have done a lot, but we still want more. In a nutshell, that's it. Now, having started with a very beautiful song of Marcel.
Yes.
Let's talk Marcel. They went to Africa to represent us. They made us proud. Kaizer Chiefs went to Africa to represent us. They made us proud. Let's talk about it. Let me give you the platform.
Tau, let me highlight something very interesting. I'm very happy to tell you this one. You remember Abraham Wayanteo, who was playing for Amatluklu, then he played for Celtic, and then now he's the one who was coaching the team in Congo. The reason being, their coach, which is John Maduka, he doesn't have a CAF A license. So this is one of the requirements if you want to coach in the CAF Cup or in the Champions League. The very same thing as well. It was required from Jay-Z, the Orlando Pirates coach, as well as our coach, which is Gavin Hunt. He was given a go-ahead on the 11th hour that he can coach because they've got UEFA A licenses, both of them. So they are allowed to do the coaching. But Mr. John Maduka, because he doesn't have that CAF A license or the UEFA, he's not allowed to be on the bench. So Abraham Monteo is the one who was coaching the team in DRC. What a performance from the boys. And you know what? I'm so excited. I'm a Kosi for life, but I'm saying, Marcel, hela joalo. Hela joalo, hela joalo, Marcel.
Yeah.
Hela joalo. Yeah. Well, congratulations to Celtic, and then I will come to Amakosi as well. I watched the game live.
Still dead Celtic. Remember, as we're talking, they said they are taking their MDC squad. All right, which adds what I was saying earlier on, which is a very good thing.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can go to Amakosi.
He came up with a very impressive. Yes, Amakosi. The guys played well. It was especially in the first half. It was not that much entertaining it was quite a quiet game. But in the second half, I could see that the guys now were willing to die on the pitch for the flag of Amakhosi. They played very well. It was not easy, but I can tell you one thing. Those guys, they showed me some hunger. What I liked about it is that Njangase was given an opportunity to play. And I must say he did very well. And then some sentiments that were echoed by our ex-coach, which is Baxter. Baxter mentioned that now whenever Chiefs plays, his key player was Matoho. Being a defender, he knew very well that he will be able to put pressure and he will be able to score. And this is exactly what he did yesterday as well. Another positive aspect, if you look at the performance of Kune yesterday, he was excellent. Kune saved a penalty in the 93rd minute. 93rd minute, that's when he saved the penalty, which was supposed to make the score to be 1-1. And he saved it. And then we survived. But I'm happy with the away win. It's a very good moral booster for the boys. I know they're coming back around on Thursday because of the flights and everything. But I'm looking forward to the next game. On Friday, there'll be, this team, PWD Bermuda, will be playing against us here at the FNB. We'll be hosting them now. This is the second leg. And I'm definitely sure we're going to give them 2-0 here. We gave them 1-0 at their home ground, and now we're going to give them another 2-0. We're looking forward to that. And then on top of that, in the African scenario, let me also once more congratulate Pitso and his Al Ahly team. They did very well. Congratulations. Pitso and his technical team, they represented us, and then they flew our flag so high. We are very proud of our own jingles. He's our own GOAT. No one can take that away from him. He's the best. He's the best. And then furthermore, I want us to go to the Premier Soccer League.
Okay, let's start.
Let's go on.
I think the first game that we should look at, it was
Yes.
Mamelodi Sundowns, or do you want to start with Chiefs again? Mamelodi Sundowns.
Well, let me go back a little bit. During my previews.
Yeah.
I predicted that the score will be a stalemate of 0-0. You know what? I was really shocked. Stellenbosch was never in the pitch. They never pitched up. But there's a player there that they've signed from Argentina. He's wearing number 10, Mendieta. I'm telling you, my brother, we're going to hear so many good things about him. But Stellenbosch, they never pitched up. Sundowns, Mshishi, the combination, Zwane, everyone, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to contain Sundowns this year.
I'll tell you,
Mshishi is hot.
Mshishi, if they're not careful, is going to take the crown again this year.
Shalulile as well. And Erasmus.
Yeah, Erasmus, I can see has revived his career.
Yes.
But I can tell you, Mshishi is on another level. On another level.
Absolutely.
And then
absolutely.
And then Sundowns, they're playing very well. And then they did excellent job in playing against Stellenbosch. But hopefully Stellenbosch will come back in next week.
Yes. And remember that they've got another good player that was supposed to be our player, Nange. He's from the defunct Vets University. So he's also a very good player. I think they will go back to their drawing boards and then come back in the next game and then redeem themselves. But congratulations to Sundowns. They did very well. They are a very, very well-oiled machine. So my prediction was wrong on that one.
Remember, you can't get them right all the time. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and then the next game was Amazulu and Cape Town City. This is the game where I said Amazulu, unfortunately, I don't think that was a penalty. I think that incident happened outside the 18-1. And secondly, I see their chairman, Sipho, am I right? He's always at the end, which serves as a
at the end.
And then, it serves as a motivation to the players to see that the chairman is always there. And I know that Mr. Kaizer is always there. We normally see him. And Mr. Bobby Mutau.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know Mr. Ivan Koza. When I watch TV, I don't know whether he's always there or not. I'm not sure about that. But, you know, once the players, once they know that the chairman is there, they become motivated, you know.
Absolutely.
I don't know about Mrs. Manto Madlala, but that's always there. But I could understand about those Manto Madlala, Dr. Ivan Kosa, they're also involved with them.
Yes, yes.
So maybe that's
exactly.
right. But if they get the opportunity, it would be nice to see them being there, supporting the players. And we hope that our homeboy, Panyaza Lusufi, will also see him, you know, drumming the trumpet for
yes.
That's very, very important. So that game, you want to tell us something about Amazulu and Cape Town City? What did you notice there?
Let's talk about the goal for Amazulu, the penalty. Yeah. I would say it's a dubious kind of a penalty. There was a penalty given and there was a red card given. What is the coincidence is that the scorer of the penalty was also given a red card, which is Major himself. You see. So let me come up to the red card first. Yes, the red card, it was well deserved. It was well deserved, even though it was not intentional, but the tackle was dangerous. And it showed some stats. Now, when you come to the penalty itself, it's not supposed to be a penalty. It's supposed to be a free kick outside the 18 area. So the referee didn't see it correctly. It was a dubious kind of a decision. But you know what? It's football. Those things, they do happen. He might not have seen it anyway. So, but I don't think it was spot on, my brother. I don't think it was spot on, yes. But the performance of Mazulu, absolutely interesting and encouraging as well.
Remember Sepp Blatter used to say, remember Sepp Blatter was against the VAR? He used to say, we want that passion, we want that adrenaline. So when you bring VAR, it becomes too scientific and it delays. So I don't know. Some of us have tasted the VAR. I think the VAR has brought sanity. You know, once the VAR says, although there's still some controversy around VAR, but this, you don't see people complaining much, you know, as compared to in the past. So, well, I think I'm a fan of VAR. I don't know you, Jackie, but I'm a real fan of VAR. I think it brings a lot of calm and sanity, and people don't question once VAR. They have some of the decisions wrong, make no mistake. Remember the people
who are I've seen that.
In the VAR are also human beings, all right? But in most
of course,
they're always spot on. Now let's go Chippa United and TTM.
You know what, on that game, I took it that Chippa will win the game. That was my prediction, 1-0. And then it ended up as 1-1. I must say something about Chippa. They showed hunger. They played very well. They were just unlucky. And with Chakuma, they are improving with each and every game. I'm just worried about there are some technicalities that they are not doing correctly. Right now, the PSL has charged them for bringing the league into disrepute. The reason being, Tabor Rakhale, their new signee, was playing with a jersey that had no sponsorship on it. So those kind of things, those are technical issues. You need to make sure that as a professional outfit, you need to make sure that you take care of that. You see, so that kind of a situation was not supposed to happen. But in the field of play, like I said, they've got good players. On paper, they've got quality kind of players. They can beat any team any day if they can just sort themselves out, technically and otherwise. Then I think they will be able to be in the Premiership for so long. Yeah, so that's Chakuma.
You know, when you say that, I remember that was it the final of Celtics and Sundowns. When they interviewed Pitso, he didn't want to say in many words, but you could hear what he was saying, that somebody was sabotaging him. because they were supposed to pick it up, the management part of it.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
think he was diplomatic. But if you are listening very attentively and very close and analyzing, he was pointing a finger at somebody who was supposed to have done his job and never did his job. So,
and I know that person.
Yeah, so those are some of the things that our teams, they need to look at. And then you go back again with Kaizer Chiefs story, with the player, what happened, why they could not pick up that this player was not eligible to be signed or follow the correct, all those kind of things. So remember, we want to rebuild. Let's point out these things. We don't want to blame anyone, but people need to start now closing those things. Mistakes are correct because they make you to reflect as one of the bigger, and then review and rectify. All right?
That's correct.
You get things in order. So let's hope our team, they'll get things in order. Now, I think that was the local. There's any other thing that you want to mention?
Yes, there's also another game which was very critical. Orlando Pirates played against Baroque.
Yes.
It was quite a very interesting game. And I must say, I was so impressed with the performance of Baroque. And then in the dying minute, in the 94th minute, that's when Pirates equalized. And you know what? Baroque, they played very well. I must really commend them on that. They played very well. And then if Pirates can play the way they were playing on Saturday, they were flat. That was not the normal Orlando Pirates that I know. If they can play like that in the next game, they might not win it. Or they might play another draw. But Baroque, they played very well. Yes. And we'll look into the next coming game. Maybe we will get something out of that.
All right.
And then one other game.
Yes, Galaxy.
One other last game that TS Galaxy and Golden Arrows. Yes, the score ended up 1-1. But my prediction was that Golden Arrows was going to win that game. If you look into that, Golden Arrows was leading. And then TS Galaxy equalized. Those teams, they're playing same football, same patterns, same tactics. Their coaches, they are knowledgeable. And you know what? I'm not surprised with this score. I'm not surprised, but because I thought Golden Arrows will win it 1-0, but the score ended up 1-1. But now, one of the most interesting things, I just want to highlight which happened on Friday. That was a game between Maritzburg United as well as SuperSport. The game ended up at 2-1. And what is interesting in that game is that our former Kaizer Chiefs coach, which is Ernest Middendorp, he was in the stand. He just signed a contract of 3 years with Maritzburg United on the very same day, and then he was watching the game attentively. So SuperSport won the game 2-1, and Maritzburg, they played well. I must say, they played very well. I don't know if maybe they don't have any luck nowadays or anything, but if you can watch their games, they are playing very well. SuperSport as well, I must also take off my hat to them. They did very well as well. Then with that Bradley Grobler, he's a deadly striker. He did very well. He did very well, yeah.
Let me ask this question.
And
okay.
Yes.
No,
go for it.
No. Maybe when I ask the question, you would answer it. Say what, maybe what you want to say will answer the question that I want to raise.
Okay, raise the question, then.
All right.
We'll see. We'll take it from there.
I don't know whether should I say Ernest Middendorp is the luckiest coach or he's doing a good job. Because I've never seen Ernest Middendorp staying too long unemployed. Ernest Middendorp,
I agree with you.
He'll lose a job, he'll get another job. And he's just roaming around Maritzburg United, Kaizer Chiefs, So now the next question is, why do they fire him in the first place? When they will recall him, I don't know whether should I say he is lucky or this team realized that he's knowledgeable. But the other question is, why they fire him in the first place? Because he was going to Kaizer Chiefs for a second time, and now he's back at Maritzburg. And then one of the things that I've noticed, he doesn't stay too long unemployed. That's one of the observations that I've made. I don't know, what can you attribute that to? Is it luck or
I think I'll just mention two things. One, definitely he's a lucky coach. He's such a lucky coach. And then number two, make no mistake, he knows his game. He knows the game very well. He's so knowledgeable, he's so educated in terms of the game. However, he doesn't win silverware. If he can bring trophies on the table, then he would be one of the best. And I can tell you one thing. If he won the league last season for Chiefs, he was going to be still with Kaizer Chiefs as we speak right now. So unfortunately, he does.
Why do they fight? Why do they fight?
Like I say, he doesn't finish off. He doesn't finish off whatever that he started. He started, leading from round number 1 in August last year. And then in the last day, then he lost the league. He doesn't deliver. He hasn't delivered. Remember that people are only interested in number 1. They don't care about number 2 or number 3 or whatever. They want to know who's the champion. That's exactly what is happening. If he was the champion at Chiefs, he was.
That was my observation. That was my observation.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah, sure.
International now to European football.
Yeah, we can move over to. Yeah, we can move to European football. Yes.
I'm gonna start. Here. Okay. I don't know whether you want to start.
Well, I was thinking the name Cavani in my head. What a player.
He's great. Make no mistake. Cavani. Yeah. But I was not going to start there. I was going.
Okay, let me give you the opportunity.
The magical moment.
Oh yes.
Remember we had a big R. All right.
Yes.
There's one thing that I've picked up. Messi. It's not just a footballer. He also does research.
Absolutely.
You have seen that. I'll tell you what. Let's start here. There was one time Messi was missing penalties.
Yes.
And it was starting to concern Barcelona and his friends. Then this is what he did. Because of research, he saw the penalty that was scored by Johan Cruyff. That was kicked by Johan Cruyff. And then, and then he emulated that with Suarez.
Yeah.
Quite well. That shows that it is research. Now, over the weekend, everybody was mourning Maradona. 2 incidents that happened. There was a ball that Messi was going for with a hand.
Yes, I saw it.
He was going for that ball with a hand. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know whether it was deliberate or it was deliberate or it was a plan. That's one thing.
For me, it was deliberate. For me, it was deliberate. Then it was planned. Because I took it that he wanted to honor the late Maradona. That's my observation.
The second goal, the goal that he scored, is a similar goal that Maradona scored while he was playing for the team in Argentina. His boy.
Napoli.
No. Mara something, Mara well. The team in Argentina, where Maradona played for that team. Messi was playing.
De pie, señores, de pie, es el fútbol, es Maradona, es el gol, es el grito, es el reencuentro del ídolo con el fútbol y con el genio. Maradona frota la lámpara, Maradona hace gritar a todo el país. Maradona 1, Emelec 0.
Messi scored a similar goal. And his celebration, was the same celebration that Maradona celebrated. What a magic.
Okay.
What magic.
Yes.
What a magic.
Yes.
Now it shows it's not about playing football. It's not about talent. The guy does his homework. And guess what? Messi was playing. And I'm still complaining. They don't pass him.
Yes, I've seen that.
If you don't pass Messi, you'll be out of the game. I still complain. They don't pass him. But you know, Messi being Messi. And I don't understand. I continue to hear noise. There was this guy, a Portugal coach, Jesus. He was saying Messi does not have a passion. You know, Messi's under siege. You know, if I was advising Messi, I would say, you know, the mere fact that people are criticizing you, that means you are great. People want to criticize you, don't do anything. So sometimes just ignore this and play your football. Because the league does not end without Messi's name being branded in the media. All right? So let's pass. Let's pass that one and then move to the other one. I want us to go to Italy. I saw Juventus, you know, Juventus, Pirlo is managing Ronaldo correctly. He decided to rest him during the week, and you could see that they are struggling without him. But Ronaldo, with his age, he did not to play in, game out. But guess what? When Ronaldo is not there, they are struggling. That is why they played a draw.
That's right.
So those are some of the things that I picked up. But maybe we need to go to Cavani, the manager, because they were trailing. All right. They were trailing, and I said, if Man United want to do something good, they must retain Solskjaer. He's gonna get that team right. But if probably they lose their mind and change him, they're going to struggle. I don't know. And Cavani, for me, that was a good buy. And Cavani wanted to go to Barcelona, and he was a free agent. And you know, Bartomeu, he decided not to buy him. You let Suarez go. Here's Cavani. You don't bring him in. I don't know. You know, I don't know. And I saw when they were playing with Braithwaite yesterday, because he was playing number 9, and then he allowed Messi to be effective and Griezmann. All right, because they don't have number 9, so that is why they are struggling. So let's talk about Man United.
What a great comeback from Man United. Remember, they were trailing by 2-0. And the way they were playing, I could see that they might win the game. But the stroke of genius was the introduction of Cavani. Cavani changed the complexion of the game, and he scored and created all those goals. When the score was 2-2, I could realize that they will win this game, the way they were playing. The passion was there. They were attacking left and right. So well done to Man United. And I agree with you, Dawu. They must retain Solskjaer. He's, you know what, he's becoming a bit more clever now in terms of his coaching tactics. And then he understands his players better now. So I think they must keep him. Yeah, he will deliver. He will definitely deliver.
Remember, he grew up there at Man United. So, yeah.
That's his home, yes.
All right. The other thing that we want to talk about internationally?
I was looking at a few games internationally. Atlanta, it was playing against. I've just forgotten there are some few predictions that we did on Friday concerning Atlanta, and the score, I think it was 1-1 if I'm not mistaken. I think they played well, but you know what? Competitively speaking, the league in Italy is not the same. You cannot compare it with your La Liga and others. The passion is not the same at all. I'm enjoying more in the Spanish league, but you know what? In the EPL, I was really happy to see the way Man United performed yesterday. Then one other game that I also looked at, I was a bit disappointed with that because I was expecting more goals. I was expecting Mourinho to win that game. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. They ended up playing to a 0-0 draw. You see, so it's one of those.
But I wonder,
you know, sometimes.
I want to really agree with you. The Italian league is growing.
Yeah, it is growing. Eh?
Yeah, the introduction of Ronaldo has brought a new dimension. If you can watch the Italian league, the numbers have increased. All right. Ever since Ronaldo came in, even the football that they are playing is now attractive. You know, when you were watching Italian league, it was boring. But now it's very exciting. But I want us to go to Napoli. Remember, they were honoring Maradona. There are two players there, Martins and Insigne. Those two players, very short, but man, I'm telling you, those guys are dynamic, very dynamic. I read a story about Martins, how he finally played for, I think it's him, not Insigne, how he finally played for Napoli, because the girlfriend went to Napoli, and then Napoli, and then the girl, now he wanted to follow the girlfriend. He went and stayed and played for Napoli to impress the girlfriend. I can tell you, the guy is good. And I saw they did well in their game. And then, as always, you know, I mean, beating a big team like Roma, you know, with stars like Inzaghi, you know, and then they have Pedro, who was with Barcelona, Chelsea. They have big stars, man, and they beat them 4-0. 4-0. So that was very, very good. And then I can see that at Juventus, like I said, unfortunately, things did not go well. As that was during the week, things did not go well because Ronaldo was not there. But that was it. Let's go back to England, because I think time is now working against us. And then let's go to England. The game of Arsenal. You know, Arsenal, sometimes they can really disappoint you. So you never know what's happening in the Premier League, whether Arsenal will win or what. But I can tell you, Wolves, they were good. They were good. I saw a young man, I think it's Tony, something like that. Brilliant player. And
absolutely.
And Arsenal, I don't know what to read with Arsenal. You know, they are playing a very good football, but sometimes they make mistakes. Like your Saka, although they don't know when to cross the ball or to go for a goal.
Exactly.
And for me, this is how I see it. Arsenal, they were supposed to let Wenger left the team with dignity. I'll tell you why am I saying.
Absolutely.
Because today, Wenger and Arteta, you know, Wenger has been grooming Arteta to be the coach. The relationship between the two men is very good. Now
absolutely.
I can imagine if Wenger was still there as a director of coaches, then this one is a coach. Because Wenger, when it comes to sporting rough diamonds, is very good. It's very good. And Wenger has that ability of polishing rough diamonds to make them shine. So I think they made a mistake by letting Wenger go. All right? I can understand with Man United not allowing Alex Ferguson to play any role. Alex Ferguson is larger than life. He's going to intimidate whoever is a coach there. And then, you know, that one, it's understandable. But with Arsenal, I don't get it. With Arsenal, I don't get it. I don't know what's your take.
Yeah, you know what? The issue of Arsenal, I'm comparing it to Steven Gerrard, the coach of Chelsea. There's a player there, Abrahams, very tall.
Oh, no. Chelsea is Lampard.
Sorry, Lampard, yes. I wanted to say Lampard, yes. Thanks, Tom. If you look at the number of African players that are there, it tells you that they're sporting our talent in Africa. There's a youngster, the number 9. His name is Abrahams. He's a very good kind of a player. Very good kind of a player, my brother. And I think if Arsenal could at least get such players, unearth such talent, they will be able to win. They are playing exceptional football, but they don't have that finish up. Even if they can start nicely, they play nicely, they're on top of the league for 6 months or so. But ultimately, we know they will lose at the end of the day. You see, so which basically tells you that you need to also check in terms of the psychological aspect. If maybe are they fit psychologically to be able to deal with such conditions, like our own team, Kaizer Chiefs. If you can look into the body language of the players and ask yourself, are they psychologically fit to be playing in this particular game? You know, so that kind of an aspect, I think that those are some of the things that the management should look into, because they work. Those things, they do work. But anyway, we're looking forward to a better Arsenal that will be able to perform, and we're looking forward to see more goals from Arsenal. Arsenal are playing very good football, my brother, make no mistake. So we're really looking forward to watching their great football. And only if they can have it.
One of the things that you should take note of, Lampard is a student of Mourinho. But guess what? In the last 3 meetings, Lampard has beaten Mourinho.
Eish, you see now.
Lampard got the best out of him, has beaten Mourinho in the past.
Yes.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
That's football, my brother. That's football. That's very interesting indeed. That's very interesting, my brother.
Now, let's go to the Bundesliga as the last one, so that we are done. What can you tell us about the Bundesliga?
Well, this week I didn't have much time of looking into their games and all those kind of things. My focus was mostly under your EPL, the Liga, as well as our PSL. But you know what? I know we spoke about Lewandowski a lot last week. So I was looking forward to seeing good results. And then, unfortunately, some of the results are just amazing. You know, some teams, you expect them to win. They don't pitch up. So that's the name of the game. But I'm still coming back to the issue that I mentioned last week, that, you know, the COVID-19 thing, it affected everybody, not only smaller teams or bigger. Bigger teams actually are the most that have suffered worldwide. You look at your Kaizer Chiefs, you look at your Orlando Pirates, you look at your Sundowns, and yes, they are playing well, they are winning and all those, but definitely the impact of the COVID-19, it's terrible, I must say. It's really terrible.
Okay. Jackie, it was nice.
Yes, my brother.
Discussion. As always, let's take this. The big R, Moringa.
Moringa.
The big R.
Yeah.
For the energy.
Absolutely.
For
Absolutely.
the energy.
For the energy, my brother. Yes.
High blood, all sorts of things.
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Ntwente,
Yes, my brother.
Wanawa Selematsela. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. It was nice. And then we are looking forward. And then we'll see. And then the upcoming games, we'll talk about them.
Yes.
And
yes.
What's going to happen. And all the best to all the teams. I know all the teams have a good intention. They want to rebuild. And we wish all
Absolutely.
the good luck. Thank you for being
Amakosi are playing. Thank you, my brother. Amakosi are playing on Friday. Yes, you are playing on Friday, the second leg, yes.
Yeah, we will
FNB.
We'll talk all of them. Oh, they are playing on Friday. Maybe before, because
on Friday.
Remember Friday, we do our show on Saturday morning. So
that's correct.
I want to touch on that one before we leave. Amakosi Friday.
I'm definitely looking forward.
Friday.
Amakosi will win this one.
Amakosi. And which other game is playing on Friday?
That's the only game for CAF. I'm not sure with Celtic it's Saturday or Sunday, one of those. But Amakosi are definitely playing on Friday. Okay. And I'm looking forward to that because you're going to collect more points.
All right. We'll see. Maybe we can do the show in the morning on Friday.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
To look at the games for Friday.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
On Saturday, because if there is no game on Friday, there's nothing to talk about. So we are looking Saturday and Sunday. So if there is a game on
Friday, there will be games.
then probably we can look at those games. Jackie.
Absolutely.
Thank you
very much, brother.
A friend of mine
You're welcome
in the Free State, Bethlehem, by the name of Tebogo Lebeko.
Yes.
He said to me, Brother Jackie got them wrong this time. So I hope
that's the name of the game. Unpredictable.
Yeah, and Brother Tebza is a Pirates fan, an ardent Pirates fan.
Yeah.
One day we'll host him here. All right.
No problem, my brother. No problem. Thank you so much.
All right.